Welcome to the green room, Kayla. First one, find your seats. The the subject of tonight's trivia has been kept a closely guarded secret. So, and moral of the story is I'm not going to tell you now either. I'm going to wait till the show starts. Once again, as usual, we are listening to White Bat Audio. We're going to listen to them for the remainder of the show, because good stuff. And again, why not throw them a sub or, a like. I like and sub them both. Yeah, so it's I'm okay. It's just typically in the green room, my voice doesn't sound great. Plus, I'm having a little drink, and that dries me out a little bit too. So, but yeah, I'm totally fine. It's just when I start yelling, my voice will come into fruition. What is up, Ryan Maxwell? Welcome to the green room. They'll be duking it out, hopefully, with some of the titans of this game show, if you will. Or at least I hope they all show up. Every weekend, I'm scouring Goodwills for trivia questions, so we'll be reading from a new one that we found. I'm saving the 90s one for Tony. So come Friday, classic guest Tony will be in studio for some 90s trivia / it's going to be a hybrid sort of thing. Because I figure watching us answer questions won't be great. So I've got... there's Tony now. I've got a little bit of... you'll see. I've got to work out the nuts and bolts. It's not going to be an issue. Don't worry about it. You guys will love it. My microphone is not the problem. It's just my voice is a little dry. Tony, I was the gentleman tipping the hat. Once again, mystery trivia. You don't know what it is, but I'm looking at it. It's a lot. It's a big box. We've got lots to go over, people. We're going to be here all night. Spoiler alert. 6, maybe 7 hours. No, just kidding. I get tired easily, so don't worry about that. Yeah, Tony's going to love it. That's all that matters. Yeah, shoe-related trivia. A lot of Nike, Puma, and Reebok-based questions tonight. Don't you worry. FFOP Radio, home of Wollongate, 2023. 101. So we got some true fans in the audience. I don't know why this thing has a button. All it does is that. You can hear it go like this. It doesn't turn it off unless I really hold it. Until then, you get that. Or at least I hope it doesn't. No, it doesn't look like it turns it off. Thank God. We don't want you to deny you guys this, right? Let me load up the reach over here. There we go. Ah, classic. Let you guys look at that for a little while. Almost sounds like you're playing. Well, yeah, it kind of like, it's about the same price. Snap a lid. Couple more minutes here. We'll have everything set up and ready on the back end. All right, folks, let's get buckled up because if I can remember where the buttons are. Oh, there it is. It's about that time.
Dog. Cat. Mouse. Turtle.
I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Dave. This is a brand new sport coat. Thanks for asking. It is Wednesday, so it is game show night. We are here to play a game, people. Buckle up. Now that I've started yelling and the phlegm is gone, sound a little more normal. Wash it down with a little bit of this. Last bottle of Raisin Sin. But welcome with me, my producer slash co-host. Krista's on the show.
Hi. I'm here.
What's the brand new sport? The brand new sport is rugby, but I'm not good at it. So, anyway. All right, guys, you know how we do it. I got the previous champion here for quite a while, hanging on. Kayla for the win. Classic 101 sticker up there. We're going to be playing Disney trivia. We were going to do a double dose of the 90s, but like I said, Tony's going to be in studio over there, as a matter of fact. We'll be doing that plus a little bit extra, so that'll be saved. So, now, tons of questions here. We're just going to go until, we're done or I fall asleep. Krista is going to be keeping track of the score. I'll watch the chat for your answers, because by the time I hand Krista the card, you guys typically answer already anyway.
That's true.
So, prices of participation may vary, obviously. Your internet speed is going to be a crucial factor. You want to be a live chat, not top chat, and all that good stuff. Because here's the thing. You're not going to win much of a prize. There's no cash. It'll just be your name right here.
Yeah.
Which is a nice prize, don't get me wrong, but if you don't get it...
Right, there's lights. I mean...
There's always next time. So, like I said, Disney trivia. Here's the thing. Here's the box, right? It was one of those giant Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, it's
things.
one that I had when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's like 3 feet across, so I literally just tossed all the junk away out of it, because who is going to need the pieces? There's one little piece right there. But we got the cards, and that's all that matters. Big in Arizona. Class. I don't want to steal baked salmon stuff, so I'll call it... Because he stole baked salmon from Based Shaman. So if you're going to be big in Arizona, maybe you're going to be large in the valley. I don't want to get too technical. I just don't want to get sued, people. We're already treading on dangerous toes with these Disney questions. Wow. Okay, so here it is, guys. First question. You guys got to answer as fast. Oh, yeah, Grand in the Canyon.
Nice.
Nailing it, Ryan Maxwell. That's what we're going to call it from now on. And henceforth, I thought of that idea. You didn't. Here we go. Let's see if you guys can get this. In the animated feature 101 Dalmatians, what do happy dogs eat? I imagine that has something to do with what's his name's job? Roger? He sings jingles. I imagine I haven't seen this movie in a long time. But in the animated feature, 101 Dalmatians, what do happy dogs eat? Slow cats is a good guess, but not quite.
Cats, says Tony.
Not cats. They're going to have...
Why would they have
You
people
think in a
eating
Disney
cats?
movie,
Dogs
he's
eating
going to
cats.
write a jingle about dogs eating cats? It's, number one, a product. Number two, it's alliterative. Ooh, Vardnik gets it. It's Canine Crunchies. However, I'm going to have to dock you half a point because Crunchies is spelled with a K. Just kidding. You get the whole point. Canine Crunchies. Nailed it. Here's the thing. We've been spending... Osselgin. Hilarious. I've been spending a lot of time... Not a lot of time. A decent amount of time. Looking at like Disneyland walkthroughs and rides and stuff, sort of priming my kids' pump for the day that we'll finally get out there. And there's so much, whatever. Disney's a crazy place, and there's so much lore. Like, look at how thick this is, and each of these cards has like 20 questions on it. It's like a weird cult. Okay, check this out, guys. In The Little Mermaid, who says in reference to Ariel that somebody's got to nail that girl's fins to the floor?
Oh.
A little easy. The yellow seems to be the easiest. Who said that? Who said that somebody's got to nail that girl's fins to the floor? Not Ursula. Not Ursula. Bingo. Ryan Maxwell with Sebastian. Yeah, he says, somebody ought to nail that girl's fins to the floor. What a great, so good a movie. It took us till we were adults to realize the horror that Sebastian had to witness in that kitchen scene. Like when the chef is making the seafood and Sebastian is running around and there's stuffed crabs, that's like a scene out of Hostel to him.
Yep.
Wild stuff, people. All right. First movie I ever saw in theaters. We had all of the golden era
The clamshell.
Disney. Yeah, all those. But we also had all their soundtracks on cassette, so you could pop them into the GNC Safari's tape deck. Crazy.
Tony says, glad I didn't sign up for Disney trivia. Yeah, I don't know the answers to any of these, I'm sure.
That's the thing. It's very deep, the cult of Disney, so anybody can wade into these waters. But here, buckle up for this question. Which Disney animated feature has the most songs?
Oh.
Which Disney animated feature has the most songs? Which, wow, how do you... I wish there was a number to tell me how many songs there were.
Yeah.
Not Frozen.
I don't even think Frozen is in this.
Yeah, this may predate Frozen's release. Beauty and the Beast is a good guess. That is incorrect. It is not Fantasia, and it is not Snow White. It is not Aladdin.
Just
We'll
name
get to it
every
eventually.
single Disney movie.
Here's the
Ready,
thing.
go.
I'm not going to hold wrong answers against you. Whoever gets it, I don't care how many times you fuck up.
Can I...
Mickey Sing-Along is not a
Can I
feature.
guess? Am I allowed to guess?
Hell no, you can't put your name up here. It's not The Little Mermaid.
Is it The Lion King?
It's surprising to me. Which Disney animated feature has the most songs? And yeah, that's the same. It's not The Little Mermaid. It's not Lion King. It's older, and I'm not. I mean, I can't second guess this because it's got Disney's trademark on
Is it
it.
Cinderella?
It is not Cinderella, nor is it Robin Hood.
That would have been my guess. My guess would have been Cinderella.
All right, I'm going to call it. This is the Slaughter Rule. No, just kidding. As I was saying that Kayla got it, is Alice in Wonderland.
Wow.
And what?
Huh.
I can't remember how many songs are in that movie, but seriously?
I feel like not any more than all the other ones. I
but
feel like
that's
they
the
had a
thing.
rule.
It might just edge everybody else out by one. It's impossible
Yeah.
because they're all musicals. All right, so where are we at? Does everybody have 1 point, I guess?
Yep, we've got Vardnik with 1, Kayla with 1, Ryan with 1.
Right, name one song from Alice. Through the Looking Glass, right? Or the Queen sings one, Off with Her Head.
Doesn't the Mad Hatter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Mad Hatter, and they have the little tea time shit going on. Let's
Her
see.
acid trip.
Buckle up, everybody. In the animated feature Dumbo, how do the elephants first discover Dumbo's large ears? This is pretty specific, but in the animated feature Dumbo, how do the elephants first discover Dumbo's large ears? Bam! Kayla got it. It was a sneeze.
Yeah, he sneezed and
His ears flap out.
yeah.
Bingo bango. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, hell yeah. Here's the thing. This is not a very popular Disney property. It came and went. Nobody cared. I still enjoy it. And it is as follows. What evil Disney villain's hideout is in the sewers of London? What evil Disney villain's hideout is in the sewers of London? One of my... maybe overlooked. I don't know. Ask people on YouTube if it's underappreciated, but I think it is. I'm not going to write a video essay on it, but it's not Stephanie Germanata. Okay, so it is the Great Mouse Detective's villain, but that ain't his name.
Ratatouille, just kidding.
Close, right? It's close. Like, come on, man. It's so... If you've seen that movie, hello, The Great Mouse Detective, Basil, Evil McEvil Face is incorrect. Come on. Here's the thing. What do Disney villains get basically named after? What they are or something big about them, like Scar, for example. You could call him Lion, for instance, but... I haven't seen it in probably 40 years, Ryan, but you still see me remembering it. Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
I think Ryan should just get the point because he knows who it was.
Hell no. I want the name because it's a great name and it's an easy name to remember. And Pip Pip Cheerio is not correct. Slaughter Rule. I love this movie and that's why I'm holding so close to this. It's Ratigan. Hello, rat. It was a rat. Ratigan.
Oh, yeah, Tony Googled it.
Professor Ratigan, yeah. He pretended to be a mouse, but guess what? He was a rat. And everybody was like, whoa, is that true? And they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
No points for that one. But let's try this one. What crazy Disney animated character is known for the comment, "Don't let's be silly"? What crazy Disney animated character is known for the comment, "Don't let's be silly"? A rat again.
The Mad Hatter.
That is correct. Don't let's be silly. I need to find some Pete's Dragon references up in this piece.
That movie scared the bejesus out of me when I was a child. Gotta be English.
Wasn't that bad. It was like...
It was the.
I mean, for 70s, it was normal. For 80s, it was a little scary. Like, standards-wise, I mean. But it's fine. It's fine.
It was while he was repairing a pocket watch.
Why is every card I pull, like the first question I see, the answer is Sebastian? I'm not going to keep asking you that. Not that one either. All these are a little crazy. Like, I'm not going to ask you stuff about like live action stuff because I don't know, like the Apple Dumpling Gang, for example. All these seem okay. This is crazy. Okay, here we go. Singer Vanessa Williams sang "Colors of the Wind" for what Disney animated feature?
Are you fucking serious?
You know, we need an easy one. These people are having trouble. But what was it?
Hamburger loved the Apple Dumpling Gang.
It is Pocahontas. Ryan Maxwell is correct. Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
It ought to be Pocahontas, like fish.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. The Vietnamese
Native American.
Native American. Yeah, everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. Okay.
Osselgen.
Osselgen. Yeah. Classic. Okay, so where are we at?
We have got Kayla with 3, Ryan with 2, Vardnik with 1, and everybody else with 0. I'm going to pull what Big Salmon says.
Everybody else.
Everybody else with 0. And Matt Willis isn't here for me to have to do math. So I appreciate that, but I kind of want him to also be here so I can do math.
I can't remember this. I can't pronounce these names. And then this one is about. Okay, how about this? What Disney animated feature's working title was Basil of Baker Street?
Bezel of Baker Street.
Basil of Baker Street. What?
Why does that
Disney
sound familiar?
animated feature's working title was Basil of Baker Street. Why does it sound so familiar? I'll tell you right after this. That is correct. It is the Great Mouse Detective because we were talking about it earlier. What is every time I pull something, it's literally a reference to the question I just asked.
Your mom.
It's your mom. The Great Mouse Detective. All right. What film was Walt Disney's first live-action comedy? This is semi-difficult, but what film was Walt Disney's first live-action comedy? I assume the cards were... Well, here's the thing. I'm pulling from random parts of the deck, so whether they're shuffled or not, it's horrible. It is not The Parent Trap, no. The first live-action comedy was not The Strongest Man in the World. Negative. Very classic, though. Like everything else, it's been remade. Not Pollyanna, not Mary Poppins. I don't think Mary Poppins was a comedy. I think that was a musical.
Old Yeller.
Condor Man, Old Yeller, classic. That was hilarious. You hear the gunshot, and you're like, whoa, Tom and Jerry. How do you guys not know this? Are you kidding me? Walt Disney's first live-action comedy. Think like old... in that era, I want to say like around the Flubber sort of like vibe or era. It's not Mary Poppins again. It was, here's a hint, it was remade by Tim Allen. Not The Absent-Minded Professor. We're getting close. It is not Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't know if that's considered a comedy. That might be a musical too. It is not The Santa Claus. That's a little too late. Wow.
Dr. Doolittle.
It is not Dr. Doolittle. It is the Shaggy Dog.
The Shaggy Dog.
It is the Shaggy Dog. The
Joe
first
comes out of nowhere.
live action Disney comedy.
I've never heard of it.
What? Guys, help. All right. Who is the tavern keeper that takes over Toad Hall in Disney's The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad? I love that double feature, P.S. Who is the tavern keeper that's not Big Dick Can Dyke? Who is the tavern keeper that takes over Toad Hall in Disney's The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad? It's not Radigan or Sebastian.
Or Mo.
It's not Mo, but what a great answer, right? He's got a hilarious name, and he, he's your classic Disney villain.
Correct.
Hangs out with those, his name is not John. His name isn't Stefani Germanata. It's not Lady Gaga. Can't you guys see it? He had like that 20s curly mustache and the same hair going on. He wore like, the class. I mean, you guys have seen it. Come on. You guys have seen it. Hangs out with the weasels. Toad goes to jail. He's a motorist. It's not Stanley Whiplash. It's not Handlebar. Handlebar, the guy from Bravestar. No. Pub McTavern Rat is incorrect. Guys, come on. It's Winky. Winky.
My 9th grade biology teacher.
His name was Winky. Guys.
Come on, guys. It's Winky.
Winky.
That guy from that movie that I've never seen.
It's not even a movie. It's like an animated short. It's a double feature along with the Headless Horseman. Come on, guys. What song does Cinderella sing as she gets dressed in the morning? What is the song that Cinderella sings when she gets dressed in the morning? Yeah, Tony, him, Winky. God dang it. What is the song Cinderella sings in the morning? It's a long title. That's a good question, too. And I'm going to ask that next. WAP? That is incorrect. Incorrect. She does not sing WAP. Life sucks, kill me. Nope. Someday my prince will come. That is incorrect, but we're getting warmer. It's the one, it's the one before they make her dress, but she's still like essentially just the indentured servant. Come on, guys. You got this. That is correct, Ryan Maxwell. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Not a catchy title, but hey, it worked. It was the hi-ho.
It's off to work we go.
Here's a classic one that I think is, I don't know, interesting, and it's not related to Basil of Baker Street. What was the last animated feature that Walt Disney personally supervised before his death? What was the last animated feature that Walt Disney personally supervised before his death? Which came out of left field. Walt Disney World wasn't done yet. What was the last one he personally supervised? And you can kind of see that because I think the latter day ones reuse a lot of that. It's not 101 Dalmatians, nor is it Bambi. It is not Robin Hood, but animation was reused from this for that. It is The Jungle Book. That is correct, Tony.
Nice.
The last one he oversaw himself, The Jungle Book.
Oh, I love Lady and the Tramp.
That's one I saw a zillion times and have no desire to ever see again.
I love Beauty and the Beast and Lady and the Tramp. Fox and the Hound, I could never watch again. Ever. That's too depressing. The Fox and the Hound.
I mean, there was a dark time when that was just the norm, but I don't know. The Fox and the Hound never bothered me. It was always the ones that really stick out of my memory is whoa, that's going to leave a mark, was when Beast gets his back stabbed up by Gaston with that Rambo knife.
Mm-hmm.
That's whoa, when Bambi's mom gets shot, that's a big one. I don't know. Fox and the Hound always just seemed like a blip on the radar compared to
Oh, that was always super depressing. And then I love The Lion King, but
it doesn't get depressing till the end though, necessarily, because then they have to realize that their friendship can't happen.
Right.
Most Disney cartoons, there's death immediately.
Yeah.
And then you're just shook.
I'm still scarred for life when Artax died in The Neverending Story.
And how can you not, right? In the book, it's even worse because they are telepathically linked and they can talk to one another, and it's not great. Anyway, let's see here.
No one shanks like Gaston.
Yeah, that's true. Here's the thing. When I pick up this one, one of the answers is literally the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, so our answers are eating our answers, and I don't want to do that. Okay, in the animated featurette, The Wind in the Willows, who is Mr. Toad's lawyer? Who represents Mr. Toad? Do you remember? We just had a question about it earlier. In the animated feature, The Wind in the Willows, who is Mr. Toad's lawyer? And that's the thing. The Wind in the Willows and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Dear Lord.
Classic. I mean, it wasn't Saul Goodman and it wasn't a cat. I mean, when you guys just remember the ride at Disneyland. Remember the dark ride. You're going through. There's Winky the bartender. He's obviously there. You see the weasels, everything. When you're there, going through, and the judge is guilty, who else is there?
Froggy McClaw, Esquire.
I mean, you're really close with that answer. More so than you actually probably think.
Kayla said Mr. Worm.
It's not Mr. Worm. I'm going to call it. Mr. Toad was his own lawyer. He represented himself.
Oh, he pulled a Daryl Brooks.
He pulled a Daryl Brooks.
And maybe Sarah Boone if she doesn't get a lawyer.
We'll see about that. Okay, yeah, Varnick said Toad, but it's too late. I already called it. My bad.
Trick question. Boo.
It's not a trick question if you saw the show. Anyway, check this out. What was the first comedy series produced by Touchstone? That's a subsidiary of Disney. First comedy series, produced by Touchstone. Was it Herman's Head, Golden Girls, or Home Improvement? Herman's Head, Golden Girls, or Home Improvement? I watched a lot of all those shows.
Sorry, I was reading the chat. I didn't hear the question. Not that it mattered.
Instead of being called that name. Herman's Head, Golden Girls, or Home Improvement was the first comedy series produced. Bam! Ryan Maxwell gets it with the Golden Girls. That was the first comedy produced by Touchstone. There you go. Classic. Lives on to this day.
Nice.
A show about 9 octogenarians.
9?
I mean, when you talk about like all the revolving cast, because Dorothy's daughter would sometimes show up and she was old, and Rose was always bringing in dudes.
And then Dorothy's ex-husband, Stan.
Yeah, there was never less than 7 or 8 people in that house. So I just stuck to 9 because it's a nice number. That's pretty
Rose.
easy. Rose. Huh. I mean, these are all so easy, so I guess whatever. At the end of Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, how is Snow White awakened by the prince? You guys handle that, or how did Snow White get awakened? Yeah, it was a kiss. There you go. There you go. Literally, the easiest question. Like, have you ever heard of Fairy Tale? That's what happens in it.
Kayla got it. Okay.
Where are we at with score-wise?
Oh, well, now you distracted me and I forgot what she had. So Ryan and Kayla are tied at 5. Vardnik, Joe, and Tony all have 1. And Hamburger, so sorry.
Okay, I hope we got some Muppet fans, because I've got a Muppet question. In Muppet Treasure Island, where does Mr. Bimble live? In Muppet Treasure Island, where does Mr. Bimble live? I have not ever seen that movie, though I know people who have and love it, and it hasn't made me look at it. It's not the poop deck, no. Winkyland, negative.
A ship.
Ship, not Bimble Land. Where does Mr. Bimble live? I'm glad that I am not the only one who hasn't seen this movie, because everybody's always up my ass about this.
Crow's Nest. Kitchen. Stephanie Germanata. He lives in Stephanie Germanata.
This is a famous place. Okay, I'm going to count to 10 in my head, and if I don't see something happen, because I feel bad I screwed over Vardnik earlier, possibly. It's not Bimbletown.
It's
No,
actually
not
in my
Bimbleland.
watch lists in Disney Plus, but I haven't seen it. Captain's Quarters, London, says Ryan Maxwell.
No, apparently Mr. Bimble lives in Fozzie's thumb. So I imagine he's an imaginary character.
Real.
Lives in Fozzie's
Bimbletropolis.
thumb. Yeah, Bimbletropolis. It's where Super Bimble grew up.
Index finger, says Joe.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
What?
I haven't seen the movie either. You guys should watch it and then tell me. I don't know.
This guy over here asking the impossible trivia questions.
I've got more about Alice in Wonderland and
Sebastian.
if you guys want that, or Pocahontas. Let's do this one. What Disney animated character is 10 axe handles high? Obviously, right? 10 axe handles high. Who is it?
My Disney knowledge is literally...
It's not Gaston. Gaston is not 10 axe handles high.
That's tall.
For a reference, an axe handle is between 2 and 3 feet. 10 axe handles? He doesn't... the question wasn't how many axe handles does he eat. It is Paul Bunyan. You are correct. It is Paul Bunyan, Vardnik. 10 axe handles!
That was big.
Come on, people. Not John Henry. He just worked on a railroad.
Beast. I would have guessed Beast.
He's also not 10 axe handles. 10 axe handles...
Isn't Paul Bunyan just a dude?
No, he's a giant dude. Babe the Blue Ox is his. He's a tall tale. He's like Pecos Bill. He's like, Johnny Appleseed. He's like John Henry. He's like all those... Jesus. 10 axe handles, people. That
That was a Disney character? They made a movie on him?
apparently... I mean, it just says Disney animated character, so it probably wasn't a movie. It was probably a
short.
a short or something. But yeah, Paul Bunyan.
Calm down.
No! 10X handles! Fill in the blank in the song Feed the Birds. Mary Poppins sings, Feed the birds, tuppence, blank. Fill in the blank in the song Feed the Birds. Mary Poppins sings, Feed the birds, comma, tuppence, blank. Kayla with a bag. That is correct. You nailed it.
Damn. Pretty judgy for the guy with the answer. Yeah, that's just...
Even if I did not have the answer, I would know instinctively that an axe handle is more than a foot and 10 is more than a person. Just for that, you're going to get this question, Tony. What's the name of the underhanded bartender in the animated featurette, The Wind in the Willows? It's a multiple choice. Bruno, Cyril, or Winky? Is it Bruno, Cyril, or Winky? Who is it? It's not Bruno. It isn't Bruno. Kayla got it with Winky. Cyril is the horse. P.S. too. One of my favorite characters was that horse. He wants nothing but the best for Mr. Toad, but he can't do much because he's just a horse.
Shrimply the best.
Cereal?
We don't talk about Bruno.
It's Winky. Oy, oy, oy. Okay.
I like my cereal with bananas and milk for breakfast. This game is bullshit, says Joe.
Here, check this out. It's an Alice in Wonderland based question. You guys are going to love it. What two Disney characters start to sing You Are Old, Father William in the animated feature Alice in Wonderland? What two Disney characters start to sing You Are Old, Father William in the animated feature Alice in Wonderland? Who did it? That is correct. It is Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Bingo. You guys are nailing it.
Kayla is leading this bullshit.
Man, you guys really have to step it up a notch.
Tony's came in real quick second, though, on that answer. But
second is the first loser. Ricky Bobby taught me that. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Too easy. That's the thing. These are easy. Like, I feel...
Is she in the bathroom there? Kayla's in the bathroom over here. That's why she knows the answer so fast.
Yeah. When I'm doing this, she's actually running this other camera. All right. How about this? What song from The Lion King does Simba sing about being king?
It's probably the first one that I know the answer to.
Man, let's just see Kayla sitting in the studio. Hey, get a hardwire line. That's what I'm saying. That is Ryan Maxwell. Oh, no, sorry. No. Oh, woof.
You gotta get the right verbiage.
Yeah, it's just I'll accept Ryan Maxwell's. Because Kayla, good to be the king, not, but it is just, I just can't wait to be king. But I'll give it to you. So close. Hamburger.
Can't
I see
wait.
we were trying there. Shh. A for effort, but a F in points. Because there's only A's and F's. You either get one or you don't. It's a binary system. Shh. Oh, yeah, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby. Give me some sugar, baby. Okay. In Disney's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, one of my favorites, guys. Maybe you've heard of it. It might have come up earlier.
Everybody's going crazy in the chat. Tony says he went first. He got first. Fraud. Where's my point, Dave? Well, Joe, you were like way lower on the totem pole with your answer in the chat. Ryan Maxwell technically got first but he just didn't put I.
Right, and that's the thing. Again, guys, you're fighting for something that Kayla seems never going to lose, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Like, even if I gave you all a point out of sympathy, how far ahead is Kayla? Like 6?
Kayla has 8 points, and okay. Tony.
Who's in second?
Ryan
with
6.
All right. It might be rigged. Sorry, Hamburger. I did not. Full disclosure, it might be rigged. Kill Tony.
Yes,
Yes,
many questions.
All right, buckle up, people. We've got plenty to go. Now, like I was saying, in Disney's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, again, classic featurette, who tries to scare Ichabod Crane with the tail of the Headless Horseman? Who's essentially his foil before he shows up? Who tries to scare Ichabod Crane with the tail of the Headless Horseman? Great name, by the way.
The headed horseman.
It's the Headed Horseman. You're right. It is Sweeney Todd. You're right. It's both of them. It's the Headed Sweeney Todd Horseman. It's neither of those. Had a tail? The heads are tailless horsemen.
The horseless headsman.
The tailless horse head. No. It's a very... I mean, guys, how...
Don't give the answer yet.
I'm not. I'm just saying, how do you guys not get this? Like, snap this up immediately. Here's the thing. You may have also
has the
seen...
answer like you.
You may have also seen the classic reinterpretation of the story of Ichabod Crane, or The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, as told by Wishbone, the classic PBS thing. Joe has got it. It is Brom Bones.
Brom Bones.
Brom Bones. He's the foil. It was almost Winky. You were very close. Ichabod Crane tells it to himself. He scares himself with the Headless Horseman.
The last time I saw Sleepy Hollow, you probably weren't born yet.
Now that I have to think, I probably haven't seen it since it was on VHS. Might have to do a little YouTubing later tonight. Because I'm sure, no, not, definitely not. It would be nuked off the channel.
I broke David. You had to think real hard for that. I've never seen it, I don't think.
Because I've seen it so many times, the last memory feels fresh. But if I had to sit and think when it would definitely have been when Akela wins. I mean, when the VHS existed. In the chat.
When Kayla wins.
Okay. What animated television series features Webigail Vanderquack, Gyro Gearloose, and Mrs. Peabody? What animated television series features Webigail Vanderquack, Gyro Gearloose, and Mrs. Peabody? Boom! Kayla's got it with DuckTales. Woo! Classic. You guys ever see the DuckTales movie where Rip Taylor plays the genie? I think it's like a 48-minute... It's like maybe an hour. It's not very long, but one of the classics. Launchpad McQuack, and he's flying all around. That seems really easy.
Ryan Maxwell says, yes!
Hello.
101. I remember that movie.
101. One of the best. Great villain, too. Like...
Vamp for a minute. I have to pee.
No, we're going to... Moving on. We got to hurry, everybody. We have to answer these questions before Tony gets back. Let me find a good one. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm panicking.
Sebastian.
Okay. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. In the animated feature, Peter Pan, who saves Peter from Captain Hook's bomb? In the animated feature, Peter Pan, who saves Peter from... It's not Lady Gaga. Captain Hook's bomb. Who saves him? Not Wendy, not Michael. It is Tinkerbell, Ryan. Tinkerbell saves him from...
The other kid.
To other guy. Fatty Raccoon. Whatever his name was.
The alligator.
These are so...
Is he a crocodile or an alligator? In Peter Pan.
Is a crocodile. Anywho, here we go.
Trying to vamp for Tony. Vamp.
All right, this is a good one. I'm going to butcher this last name, so I apologize. Smee. Yes, Smee saves him. He's like, I'm actually in love with you, Peter, which is gross because Peter's a child. Smee, what are you doing? I'm Bach. What actor played Cardinal Richelieu in Walt Disney Pictures' film The Three Musketeers? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but what actor played Cardinal Richelieu in Walt Disney Pictures' film The Three Musketeers? He's a classic. If you don't know this, he's a classic person. Not Depardieu, but...
John Malkovich.
Not John Malkovich. European. Richelieu. Not Robin Williams. Oh, man. There we go. Anthony's got it. It's Tim Curry.
Oh
Boom.
my God, you just called him Anthony.
Says well because it says his name, Anthony Ledger. I'm on autopilot, people. Tim Curry is right. Never saw that movie, but it had what's his name, Kiefer Sutherland and Oliver Platt. Oliver Platt was all over the place for a hot minute back in the 90s.
So was Kiefer Sutherland.
I know, but you expect that from Kiefer Sutherland. Oliver Platt was like, what? Yes, Tim Curry from Legend and Home Alone 2 and about a million other things. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hello.
David is anchor manning the chat. Read anything it says.
Good night, San Diego. Okay. What's the name of the Disney syndicated television series that shows kids that science can be fun? What is the name of the Disney syndicated television series that shows kids science can be fun? It is not
Frankenbeans.
It's not Red Alert 2. Yeah, Dr. Frankenfurter. It is not Mr. Wizard's World. No, but boy, was that boring. It was Ben Nye the Science Guy. I will accept that, Hamburger. It was Bill Nye the Science Guy. Benman's World. Ben Nye. That's
Who are we giving it to? Hamburger?
I'm giving it to Hamburger because Ben Nye the Science Guy is close enough. I'm willing to say that probably meant Bill.
Foley the Science Guy.
It's William Nyleth the Science Guy.
Oh, Imagineer That. Do you remember Imagineer That?
Nope. Not even a little bit.
So it doesn't matter. Get next question.
Imagineer
David
That.
can't vamp about that because he doesn't know what it is.
I never saw it, so
I don't remember what it is. I just remember the name Imagineer That, and like I think I used to watch it, but I don't
you
remember.
want me to vamp on you knowing a name
assuming
and
that
nothing
you
else?
knew what it was. I was assuming that you knew what it was because you
that.
knew what everything else was.
Vamp, vamp, vamp.
Ben.
In the animated feature, Lady and the Tramp, whose leg gets crushed by the dog catcher's wagon. Remember that? Lady and the Tramp, whose leg gets crushed by the dog catcher's wagon. Heartbreaking, right? A lot of collateral damage in early Disney. It's not Lady. It's not Sebastian. He pulled his ass out of the ocean to be like, it's not Winky. Come on, you guys saw this. He gets hit and they bring him in and he's like, oh, is it Chief? It's not Chief. It's not Tramp. It's not Tim Curry. It might be Radigan. Mr. Toad's a good answer. Tommy Three Legs. Negative. I'll take his name or what he is, his species, because they're both on here. But not for much longer.
Tripod.
Not Popeye. Here. This reminds me of a thing. So when I was, it's not Bulldog, it's not dog, it's not cat. It's Trusty the Bloodhound. Anyway, I was on a farm owned by a friend of my dad. And there was this old dog there that was like a zillion years old, had almost no hair, but I loved it. And every time we'd go there, for whatever reason, I don't know why we'd go there, probably because it was a farm and there was nothing else to do, so I go see the pigs and shit, there'd be this dog, and he's super old. And the old guy who owned the farm was just like sort of laissez-faire about everything, and he talked about how he like shared a beanbag chair with a javelina for 15 years or whatever. And then just like was with a backhoe, ran over one of his dog's back legs, and it went ape shit. Like I was there to see the whole thing, and its back, like the one that got hit, was like flopping around like spaghetti, and like he, without even like giving a shit, he's like, oh well, that's that, and like picked up that dog, threw it into a truck, and drove off with it. Never saw it again. That's what happens to farm animals. It's fucked.
Oh yeah, Chief was from Fox and the Hound.
Yeah. Wildly traumatic. Yeah, Chief was. Okay, check this out. In the animated feature, Peter Pan, who does Tinkerbell tell to shoot down Wendy? Who does Tinkerbell tell to shoot down Wendy? Sorry, but it's been so long, I thought I didn't tell it that horrifyingly, I thought. That's me. It's not Rufio. It's more than one
Fat kid number one.
person. It's more than one. In the animated feature, yeah, Tinkerbell, that old guy with the dog, yeah, kill him. And he's like, pow. Not the Indians. Why would the Indians take orders from Tinkerbell? No, because the Tinkerbell was jealous. She tells some people that, there we go, the lost, whatever. It's not Lost Boy Fox. She tells the Lost Boys. I'm giving it to Vardnik because at least he used the words. She tells the Lost Boys. And they, remember? She's flying in. They shoot her down. They go, oh, my God. And then they're like, oh, you're my mom. Or please be my mom or something along those lines. Ooh. I don't know if this comes up. So, yeah, I'm going to use this question, too. How old is Ariel from the animated feature The Little Mermaid? Canonically, how old is Ariel in The Little Mermaid?
Rufio is a lost
The
boy.
lost little fellas. Rufio is the lost boy. Yeah, but you got to say lost boy. Those are the key words I was looking for. 16, 14, 16, 14, 16.
Damn. Too young.
Ryan, you are the first one to get it. It was 16. She goes after Prince Eric at 16. And you know what they were doing as soon as, King Triton disappeared back under the waves after that long, goodbye on the wedding ship. Am I right? Talking about horrifying. They're supposed to, hello, Ariel and Prince Eric are supposed to just, ship off to wherever, Spain somewhere, after watching Ursula, that whole bamboozle, and then having her go and explode like Cthulhu, a la getting rammed with the ship. Jesus.
He wanted to bake her salmon.
Guess what? 35, 39, 35, 39. All right, let's see.
I'll
here.
get my coat.
All right, since I love this movie, you're going to get this question. What new mania takes hold of Mr. Toad at the end of the featurette, The Wind in the Willows? What's the new mania? After he gets over automobiles, what's his new mania at the end? He takes Cyril with him, I can tell you that. Winky mania self-representation. Yeah, he gets addicted to being his own lawyer. He is not addicted to Transylvania. His new mania is not Transylvania. Cinema. No. Hulkmania.
Road racing.
Road racing. No.
Lady O, you have the best laugh.
Come on,
Thanks.
guys. From the
Horse
motor
racing.
car. He
Coke?
does not pick up Coke. He does not know. I assume we missed the horse racing because that's probably where Cyril came from. Heroin, benign nerd watching. Doesn't watch benign nerds. Plus, those would just be other people. They're all anthropomorphic animals. Guys, it's flying an airplane.
Come on, guys. Why didn't you know this?
From cars, he goes, oh, that's enough for me. He takes on airplanes. Hello? And Mr. Badger and Mr. Weasel are like, whoa.
Banana Mania.
Yeah, he takes some TCAP videos.
He found out that a pepperoni pizza was the large was the same price as the small. Or the small is the same price as the large. Which one?
Same size. Not the same prices.
God damn it.
What actor played powerful newspaperman Joseph Pulitzer in the Disney musical Newsies? Anybody know this? What actor played powerful newspaperman Joseph Pulitzer in the Disney musical Newsies? Another one I never saw. Didn't like musicals if they weren't animated. Had a girlfriend, not Tim Curry, not DiCaprio. Had a girlfriend who loved Newsies. I said, never talk to me about that shit.
But come on, guys. You need to know the answer.
No, if you don't know
Right?
this, that's... Oh, whoa, Tony got it. But I assume he's Googling it because he got Robert Duvall. And that is correct. He plays Mr. Pulitzer himself, Robert Duvall. But
The seventh lawyer.
I can't prove collusion or any chicanery, so we'll give Tony that point.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Okay, Ryan Maxwell, if you know this, please know this. But if you watch Mr. Show and that that sketch where it's like the House of the Future, where Bob Odenkirk and David Cross have like just like these big black squares on stuff, and it's like, oh, we made a house for the blind. It's like, I am a chair. I am a chair. Every time he bumps into stuff, and he's like, I am a lamp. I am a lamp. And it's like everything he bumps into, he goes, oh, and he just says a thing. He's like, now try new celebrities. Like, boop. It's like, go get him, fight Rocky Burgess Meredith. Watch like Mr. Show. God damn it, people.
Me and Newsies are best friends.
Which one of Bambi's friends says, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all? He's only got 2 friends, so this should be easy.
Does he thank them for being a friend?
It's not Flower. It was Thumper. Hamburger. It was Thumper.
Nice.
Thumper. Because he sells them probably based on, like, flour because he smells. Shouldn't say anything at all if you can't say anything nice.
He said, yep, smiley face, Ryan Maxwell. So maybe he has seen Mr. Show before.
Oh, come on. Yeah. When all the like the voices are going off and all the impersonations or whatever, and it's like, no. The last one you hear is, oh, Sean Connery. It kills me every time. What?
Thumper always seemed a little too full of himself.
You can't hold it against him. He had everything going for him.
He loves Mr. Show.
Come on.
I cannot stand David Cross.
Check this out. Phil Harris lent his easygoing southern drawl to the voice of which character in the animated feature The Jungle Book? Phil Harris lent his easygoing southern drawl to the voice of which character in the animated feature The Jungle Book? Probably did just a shade less work than Paul Frees. It is Baloo. That is correct. Ryan Maxwell, you nailed it.
Ooh.
Baloo the Bear. What did we just watch? On my other show, Raiders of the Lost Genre, over on Scott Vaughn's channel, we just watched like the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, or whatever the most recent one was, where Paul Frees is like 6 characters. Something about Atlantis, I don't remember. But yeah, it's like he's like, most famously, you probably know the voice from the Haunted Mansion, right? That's Paul Frees. And he's like, it's insane. Like, could even disguise his voice for any of the 4 characters. Anyway.
Ryan says, I'm a huge fan of Phil Harris. I'm a huge Phil Harris fan and Jack Benny too.
Jack Benny was hilarious.
I'm more of a Rolf Harris fan. Rolf Harris fan. I can't.
Getting screwed on points. I don't know about that, Tony. It seems to be reflective of skill level.
I'm taking screenshots, okay, so you guys believe me, of our chat.
Yeah, check the Google Doc for all the... The one thing about this show is it's transparent. We'll always release the election tabulations, and if your name ends up here, it's because you earned it, or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Do we want to do a rundown of the points?
Yeah, let's do that.
So Kayla and Ryan are tied at 9. Vardnik and Tony have 3, and Joe and Hamburger have 2.
Not bad. It's going to be tighter than I thought.
Yeah, that's what she said. He said. Either
It's
or.
going to be tighter than I thought? You said that before?
Tony, my child, I think it's the first answer. Yeah, that's what happens. Your answer will always favor, like, be first on your chat.
Sorry about it. But like I said, price participation may vary. What is the song from Oh, sorry.
Make your own placard, Tony, and bring it here on Friday.
Yeah, hey, shellac your own wood and I'll hang it back here. In what song from Pocahontas does Governor Ratcliffe sing about how he will be the envy of his rivals back home? In what song from Pocahontas does Governor Ratcliffe sing about how he will be the envy of his rivals back home? Nobody remembers that song. Everybody knows The Colors of the Wind. But what does Governor Ratcliffe sing? As soon as I get the $10, it's all yours, Joe. Colors of the Wind.
The only song I know.
Right?
Same.
Okay, it's not gold, but you're close. Hamburger. Valiant effort. I'll tell you that. Valiant effort.
The colors of my rivals back home.
Bing! There you go. Mine. Kayla got it. That is correct. I'll be damned.
Nice. It's something with gold.
It is something with gold. Okay, so check this out. I made reference to this earlier about how Robin Hood reused
animation.
Yada, yada, yada. So maybe that'll help you with this. Name one of the two snakes from Disney animated features who practice hypnosis. Name one of the two snakes. It's not the Jungle Book. Name one of the two snakes. It is. Okay, yeah, bingo. Vardnik, it is Hiss from Robin Hood and Caw from Jungle Book, both reused assets just like Baloo, Shere Khan, and everybody the fuck else. Bingo.
Cobra.
King Cobra JFS. That's what's up, tubes.
What's his butt in Robin Hood?
Yeah, what's his butt? Okay, here we go. In the animated feature The Sword and the Stone, what name have Sir Ector and Sir Kay given to young Arthur? In the animated feature The Sword and the Stone, what name have Sir Ector and Sir Kay given young Arthur? That's what they call him instead of his name. 61 minutes before Locale Meltdown. It's a pretty good record.
Yeah.
It's not Squint. It's close to Squint, I think.
You think?
I mean, in sound. It's not Winky. Haven't you guys seen it? The Sword in the Stone? Come on. Half Pint? No. No, it's not Squirt. It's none of these.
Haven't you guys seen this? I've never seen it, but that doesn't mean much.
Merlin says it. He is a squire. They do, since he is a squire, they do call him squire, but that's not what they call him. So, yeah, when they go make him feed the dogs and make him do the washing, they call him, yeah, there you go, Kayla. There you go, Wart. Wart. I was always like, what? Because it never made sense to me. Because, whatever. Yeah, they called him Wart.
Boy.
That's another scary scene, right? The gar or the pike in the moat. When Merlin and him change into fish and swim around, that shit was scary as hell. Woof.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, trust me. He goes.
I don't like anything that has water and you can drown.
He's trying, he's trying to make him a hero or whatever, and through some hook or crook adventure, they end up in the moat. And Archimedes has got to save him all the time. It's freaking crazy. Archimedes, what a great owl. In the animated featurette, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, why does Ichabod Crane come to Sleepy Hollow?
Well, he got an Airbnb.
They stayed true to the book, too. Or the short story by Washington Irving. But why does he come to Sleepy Hollow? He's there for a reason. Why is that?
I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon, so I don't know what the kid's name was.
Me neither. Vardnik will accept that. He's the new schoolmaster. He's there to be the new school teacher, coming to teach all the kids and seduce all the ladies, at the very least, to get
hand jobs.
Hand jobs. Ye old timey hand jobs.
To me, Chris Hansen, but he doesn't know it. So what are you doing here? Just trying to get to the beach.
That was too easy. I'm just trying to get to the beach. All right, let's see here. Ooh. All right, yeah. At the end of Splash, does Alan, played by Tom Hanks, opt for life in the big city or under the sea with Madison the mermaid?
What movie?
Splash.
I have never even heard of a Splash.
Oh my God. The Tom Hanks Daryl Hannah vehicle? Yeah, Kayla, under the sea. He goes to live under the sea. He never gets a tail or anything, and he leaves his shoes and socks and shit on. But yeah, he goes to live under the sea with Daryl Hannah the mermaid. And hello.
This is like Mario Party, says Tony.
You guys are... This is nothing like Mario Party, Tony. Nobody has any Goombas.
My bribe has been sent.
This... Yeah, let's do this one. It's going to be hard as hell, and you guys are going to hate it, so I'm going to do it. According to the song Be Prepared in The Lion King, whose powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside? According to the song Be Prepared, the in The Lion King, whose powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside? And I need all their names. No, Scar is the one saying it. He's not
Right.
saying it to himself, people.
Scar's
it is
the guy.
hyenas. It's the hyenas. However, there are 3 of them. And they all have names.
Woof.
Not Mufasa. It's not Scar still. Still not Scar. He wasn't singing to himself. Plus, he wouldn't call himself as wet as a warthog's ass. Mufasa Chauncey.
Chansey.
Ed is one of them.
Yeah.
That's a third of a point for Vardnik. Ed is one of them. Jimbo, Himbo, and Bimbo. That is incorrect. Larry is incorrect. Tim Curry, close, but no cigar. Ed was the dumb one who looked like Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
Ryan Maxwell. That feels like a Google, but I'll accept it. It was Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed. So give Ryan Maxwell a point and Vardnik 1/3 of a point.
Sweet Jesus. 5 1/3. Okay.
Okay. Next up. That was a good one, guys. Buckaroo Banzai. Haven't seen that yet. It's on the list.
So no Larry.
No layer.
No Larry.
I'm starting my own cartoon. It's called Dan, Dan, and Danny. Anyway, what does Ursula take from Ariel in The Little Mermaid? This will be a nice, easy one. What does Ariel get taken from her by Ursula in The Little Mermaid? What is it? You guys remember? Yeah, it's her voice. You guys saw that movie. Thank you. Don't overwhelm me, guys. You guys don't see Sleepy Hollow or friggin' Virginia. Watch The Wind in the Willows and Sleepy Hollow, people. We'll play this again next week. Okay.
Freshen yourselves up on Disney lore from the 1940s through now.
Yeah, I don't like any of those.
Joe, I can't see the Discord right now.
First I sent, proof of the bribe. Dinglehopper. Yeah, the Dinglehopper. It's a Dinglehopper. That's a snarf plant. All right. You guys will love this one because it's a reference to a thing we said earlier. In the song The Virginia Company from the animated feature Pocahontas, what glittering item can you pick right off of a tree in Virginia? In the song for The Virginia Company from the animated feature Pocahontas, there we go, Kayla, with the lightning fast reflexes. It was gold.
The bathroom typing.
The bathroom typing.
Leaves.
Leaves of gold.
That's what I would have said.
The
Leaves.
classic G.K. Chesterton poem. They collected leaves of gold.
Tobacco.
How was that one? Okay. Yeah. What is the name of Jim Deere and Darling's first dog? What is the name of Jim Deere and Darling's first dog? What's the name of their first dog? It is Lady. Correct. Lady, the titular lady of Lady and the Tramp, not Pongo.
Nurse.
No, the dude had Pongo and the lady had, what's the Brunella? What's the lady Dalmatian's name? Ping Pong? Ring-a-ding? Pongo and Ringo. And Ghillie Suit. Pongo and Ghillie Suit. But they were ownered by their owners beforehand. Jim Darling and what's her face got Lady later. I think they got her as a puppy.
Sure.
If memory serves.
Stephanie Germana. 101.
What song from Peter Pan makes Mr. Smee cry? What song from Peter Pan makes Mr. Smee cry? You're never going to get this.
So I'll make sure that I read the question because you're never going
I
to get
wanted
it.
you not to know it. WAP.
Bad Romance. The one Wendy sings.
Technically correct, Vardnik. I feel like I should give you half a point because the last 3 words are sung by Wendy of the answer.
Something about mother.
We're getting close.
What makes the red...
What makes the red man red? No, that he was very progressive. There he is.
Mother.
I feel like we're never going to land on it, so we'll just end up with Vardnik getting half a point because it's your mother and mine.
So what's 5 1/3 plus a half?
0.5 plus 0.3 is 0.7. Sorry,
That'd be 0.8.
0.8.
So 5.8 points?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was doing fractions.
What country? Oh, sorry. In what country are the animated features Peter Pan, The Sword and the Stone, Robin Hood, and The Great Mouse Detective set? What country are those classic movies set? You guys remember The Great Mouse Detective, obviously. Robin Hood, come up more than once. Sword and the Stone. England is correct.
Woo.
Does take place in England. Most fairy tales did. Or at least Europe.
Who is it on your chat? I want to make sure it's the same as mine.
For me, it says Kayla was there first.
Okay,
Like
me
a
too.
Vardnik saying mother, and then him saying, oh dear. He or she, sorry, I don't mean to misgender. I don't know you. Vardnik. Well, that seems like a dude's name. The Vard. Shakespeare.
Ryan, your typing is it's out of Old English. Dunland. 5 and 5, 6. Thank you, because I don't like the points. 5 and 5, 6. Thank you.
I don't.
My glass
Okay.
of meat is almost empty, so I can't math.
In the animated feature Hercules, what city is referred to as the Big Olive? It's a great New York reference, seeing as how they're referencing something that wouldn't exist for thousands of years. But what city in Hercules is referred to as the Big Olive? It is not Athens.
Well,
Too
everybody
easy.
thinks it's Athens.
Too easy to be Athens. Athena would not allow her city to be called the Big Olive.
Sparta.
Negative on the Sparta. It's the third one. You've got Athens, Sparta, and the other big one, which is not size something. It's not. Are you thinking of the? No, I'm thinking of that. You're thinking of Cyprus, maybe, but it's not that. It doesn't start with a C. You got Sparta,
East St. Louis.
Athens, and East St. Louis. That's correct. No, you guys got this. This isn't even Disney. It's history. What are the big 3 Greek cities?
Olympus.
Not Olympus. That place is only in the
Thebes?
hearts and the minds of men. It is Thebes. Thebes is correct. The Big Olive.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Kayla.
Yeah. What Disney animated character's name is derived from the word toddler? What Disney animated character's name is derived from the word toddler?
Florence.
Florence Nightingale? Yeah, there you go. From the Fox and the Hound. I was like, it does say Todd, but there's more. Yep. Todd, the fox from Fox and the Hound. And Todd is also a word meaning fox. But seriously, what other Todds have you seen in, like, The Beauty and the Todd?
Toddy
Sleeping
Toddington.
Todd? Snow White and the Seven Todds? Gonna need more Todd.
Hot toddies. Winky.
Winky.
Sweet toddler.
Sweet Todd.
Not Kit.
Man, all these are not great. Nah, we're not doing that. Don't like any of those. Okay, here's one that's easy. This will just be a typing test, okay? I'm going to say it real slow so we can all just sort of catch up with the lag. What Disney character uses an umbrella to fly? Let's see how long the lag is. I should have started counting by 1/1000s. But what Disney character? Boom! Michaela with Mary Poppins.
6 seconds.
Pepper. Not Pepper. Boom. Yeah, I mean, come on. Nah, I don't want to do that.
6 second lag isn't that bad.
Yeah, that's what we call low latency in the field. Todd. Okay. This is a history and also a Disney question. Who almost executes Captain John Smith at the end of the animated feature Pocahontas? Who almost executes Captain John Smith at the end of the animated feature Pocahontas? Also the same dude who probably did it in real life, or almost did it, allegedly. Was not the raccoon. Miko? You would put that in Miko's feet? Yeah, it was Pocahontas. Pocahontas stopped herself from killing him. Wasn't the fat guy. Not Rocket Raccoon. What is Pocahontas' dad's name, Hamburger? It was not Chief Wampanoag. It was not Lee Harvey Oswald. It wasn't Lewis or Clark. It wasn't She Ninth.
Why not give it to Hamburger?
Because because it doesn't say Pocahontas' dad. It says his name, but he's also a something. Talking Willow's son. Wasn't Flounder.
She should at least get partial points because you gave Vardnik a third of a point.
I'll give Hamburger half a point for this because it is her dad. And the dude's name is Chief Powhatan. Hello, Chief Powhatan. He was a real dude. Does anybody know? Maybe we got the right age bracket. Big Chief Color of the Wind. Yes. Chief Peloton Bicycle. Chief Powhatan. In the Disney film 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, what is mistakenly reported as being a mysterious sea monster? I'm going to get picky on this shit. You better know the name of what this is. In the Disney film 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, what is mistakenly reported as being a mysterious sea monster? It is not the squid. Mistakenly reported as the sea monster. Yes, Ryan Maxwell. It is the Nautilus.
Nice.
Classic. We saw on the other show that I do, we saw like a spiritual successor to 20,000 Leagues. Had Lom. Richard Lom? Robert Lom? God dang it. He was in the Pink Panther movies too. Very funny guy. Classic actor. Robert Lom. His last name is Lom. Jellyfish is incorrect. Yes. Which Disney animated feature was originally intended to be a live action film? Not Shelley Long. Which Disney animated feature was originally intended to be a live action film? But then they animated it, and I can probably tell you why you'll know why once you find out what the name is. If you don't already know it. Not Snow White, not Hercules. It's older than that. Older than Hercules, not older than Snow White. Not seeing it yet. Not Shrek, not Peter Pan, not Mulan. It's pretty old. It's pretty old. But not super old. It's one that I guarantee everybody forgets about except me because I'm the only one who remembers this, The Wind in the Willows, or The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Not Robin Hood, not Lady and the Tram, not Alice in Wonderland. I'll give you a hint. Baloo's voice shows up as one of the characters. What's his name? Phil something? Not Paul Frees. Not Dumbo. Not Sword in the Stone. Jungle Book is a negative. As soon as I tell you, you're going to be like, really? Not Phil Harris. Guys, I'll just put you out of your suffering. It's the Aristocats.
How would you make that a live action?
That's exactly right. When you say, oh, well, you're going to make the Aristocats a live action.
Cats.
It's nothing but cats and kittens who are notoriously unwork-withable. But then, like, the whole cast is animals. Except for the butler and the crazy old dame who leaves her money to the stupid cats.
Well, fish sticks.
All right. This is Arizona native moment because everybody who's not from here goes, duh, I don't know anything about that jack crap, but it's a famous ass movie, so here you're going to get it. In the Hollywood Pictures film Tombstone, what was the distinguishing piece of clothing worn by the cowboys? What is something all the cowboys wore in the movie Tombstone?
101.
Eye-catching. 101. They all wore hats, but that's not it. It wasn't spurs. It wasn't boots. Come on, guys. You haven't seen Tombstone? Val Kilmer at his fucking
Highway hats.
best. No, it's not highway hats. It's not a buckle. It's not a neckerchief.
I mean, they were all those things.
They were all those things, but that's not what sets them apart as part of the Cowboys gang. Ike, the Clantons, hello? Like, they all wore a very specific eye-catching colored thing. It's a color, a bright color maybe. You'd wear it. Not a poncho. It's not Winky. It's not a mustache.
Bolo. Arizona Cardinals jerseys. Fun fact, a little trivia, the way the Cats dance was inspiration for the twist dance in Pulp Fiction for the Aristocats.
Okay, Hamburger, you're getting close. I'm calling it. They all wore red sashes. They all wore bright red sashes. Curly Bill, like, they all, hello, watch that movie. Watch
Val
it.
Kilmer's in it.
Val Kilmer.
He's Doc Holliday.
I've
never seen it.
Kirk, I forget his last name last time, too. Kurt Russell. Hello, Big Trouble in Little China. He's back in fucking Tombstone. Doc Holliday. What's his name? Sam Elliott. Like, every cowboy character ever, and there you guys are like, no. Tombstone, what's that? Like, it's the fucking Coke to Kevin Costner's Wyatt Earp. That is Pepsi. Powers Booth, exactly. How do you know Powers Booth with that red? You guys.
Kayla goes, I said boutonniere. I don't know what a boutonniere is, so that means sash or whatever the right answer
A
is.
boutonniere, just so you know, it's like a little flower you put on your...
Yeah, it's like at prom.
It's like a corsage for a man.
Yeah. I was going to say trench coats because they have a lot of... Or like those big long jackets. So a lot of them wore those too.
Watch Tombstone,
But
guys.
I've never seen the movie either.
Damn it.
Oh, with a buttonhole in English. Oh, a buttonhole in English. I don't know.
Gators, dusters. I own a couple of dusters, P.S., which I bought at Tombstone.
It's true. I was there
We're
with
3
him.
hours away. I can visit whenever I want. And you guys don't even know that they wore red sashes on their goddamn hips.
One of the Doc Holliday actors, the first time I went to Tombstone, was rubbing his thumb around my bra strap,
He was
oddly.
drunk. According
Yes.
to the song, Pooh sings in Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, what does he do to improve his appetite? According to the song, Pooh sings in Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, what does he do to improve his appetite? It's part of the song.
Exercise. Eat honey.
He exercises. He touches his toes. He does all that. He does rub his tummy, but he only does that after he gets a rumbly in his tummy from doing his exercises. Up, down, touch the ground, then he rips a little bit of his ass open. At the end of Alice in Wonderland, which I know you guys love, who does Alice have to awaken to end her nightmare? At the end of Alice in Wonderland, who does Alice have to awaken to end her nightmare? Might be a trick question. Kayla got it. It's herself. Toad represents himself. Speaking of... Oh, no. Dang, I thought that was another Wind in the Willows. Oh, but it's a Robin Hood question, so that's what we're going to do. What kind of animal is Friar Tuck in the animated feature Robin Hood? What kind of animal is Friar Tuck? Right? If nobody gets it, I've got a multiple choice, but it's something I feel like everybody should know.
Hamburger says pig.
Not a pig, not a bear. But Baloo was the bear. Whatever. He was Little John. Little John was the bear. Not a beaver. We got, what's his name? The bad guy who was voiced by Pat Buttram was a gray wolf who voiced, or not voiced, but he bossed around the vultures. It's not a Munchie-Chi. Not a dog. Here are the multiple choice. Was he a badger, a wolf, or a bear? And I told you he wasn't a bear.
Well,
I also told you the bad guy was the wolf.
Yeah, so Vardnik got the answer right.
Yeah, so give him the point. I wasn't paying attention at the time.
You're not good at this.
It was a badger. Vardnik got it. Sorry, it was moving too fast and this big thing happened. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was a... yeah, Porky plays Friar Tuck in the likewise Warner Brothers version.
Mushrooms. Hashtag bring back Monchichi.
It's been 40 years. I don't think they're coming back. Krista, what are our scores?
We got Kayla with 21, Ryan with 11, Vardnik with 6 and 5/6, Tony with 3, Hamburger with 2.5, and Joe with 2.
Not bad. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. During what song? Oh, no, that's the Broadway musical. Never mind. What Touchstone television series stars Mayim Bialik as a teenager living with her father and 2 brothers? Mayim Bialik? Teenager? Father? 2 brothers? Blossom? Yes, it is correct. We've got Blossom. Man, why did anybody watch? I watched that show and I can't tell you why I did it. I don't remember a single second of Blossom.
I've never seen it.
I remember a little bit of Phenoms. Anybody ever watch Phenom? It's about a tennis star. Weird shit was happening in the 90s, people.
So either you need to vamp while I go pee, or you're going to have to keep score also.
Can't do that. So you guys are going to have to sit here and listen to me talk about, let's see. I've got a Pocahontas question that I'm definitely going to use. That one's too easy. All right, guys, we're going pretty long time here. Not very long, only an hour and 27 minutes. So while Chris is out of the room, maybe I'll ask you guys: do we appreciate the David Ruprecht Supermarket Sweep style actual game show, or should we mix it back up with Quiplash? Because either one. This one does seem funnier to me personally because you guys have to do all the work and I don't have to do jack crap basically, which is right up my alley. Plus, it's a lot to hold this microphone. There's no wires. I have to hold it the whole time. My arm's getting tired. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. I was a little unsure about this because it's hard to find trivia, it turns out. I'm not going to go pay full price, so whatever, $3-4 a pop is fine. It's like, oh, Disney trivia, is that too lame? But I don't know. I don't think it's that lame because Disney's one of those companies that's got a super dark side. Are you guys familiar with the idea, or the concept rather, of these Disney adults? I'm seeing a lot of it in these circles where it's just people without kids who go and just blast, Disney in their face 24/7. And I get why most people's opinions toward them are not great. Because if you have kids, you don't want to be hanging around with a bunch of hipsters without kids, I guess, in the happiest place on earth or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so here's the thing, Ryan Maxwell. He got use your words from this guy right here because we were playing it with him, I think, and I think he even asked if he could. Obviously, I don't own the rights to use your words, but yeah, that's where he got it from this guy right here. Super fun. I think we started with Viscera Cleanup, and he just sort of evolved into
Among
this.
Us.
Yeah, we should do a Viscera Cleanup again with somebody eventually.
Yeah.
Anywho,
if any of you guys have it.
Here, Peter Pan syndrome. Yeah, isn't that ironic though, right?
Don't you think?
Classic Alanis Morissette. But yeah, I don't know. We're in a time period where adults are sinking further and further into nostalgia, and whatever. It's a complex issue that I don't really want to get into right now. Because here's the question: in the song referenced earlier, "Mine, Mine, Mine" in Pocahontas, what are the settlers digging for? It's another typing test. What are the settlers digging for, guys? What is the Virginia company looking for in them hills? The world is rough is correct. Gold is actually the correct answer. Tony gets the point.
Kayla gets the point.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, Tony.
Sorry, Tony. You don't get the point. Gold is correct. But since we only asked 3 questions, if you just type gold after every time I stop talking, you're bound to get 1 out of every 3 points. Robert Zemeckis movies. Here we go. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit? What uncredited actress supplied the voice of Jessica Rabbit? What uncredited actress supplied the voice of Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's another movie you'll never see the likes of again. Hamburger, Kathleen something you shouldn't have.
I'm giving it to Hamburger Helper.
Right.
I don't care.
If you hadn't tipped your hand and said you didn't know her last name was Turner, I would say it was a clean break, but good enough. Yes, it was Kathleen Turner. If you like Kathleen Turner and Dennis Quaid as a duo, look up the movie Undercover Blues. Not bad. They're secret agents who have a kid. It's worth your time, once at least. Okay. Yeah. This is a good one. It's great. Akin to What's the Only Character Named Todd? What animated feature is set entirely in Greece? Greece. How many? I mean, there are so many. So many. Yeah. Kayla, you got it. Hercules. Duh. This is a little dark, and I totally forgot about this, but let's do it. Oops.
It's true, Kayla. Ratatouille did have a lot of grease.
So not Greece? It was actually Grease 2. Grease 2, shot entirely in Greece. But check this out. In the animated feature Robin Hood, through hypnosis, where does Sir Hiss send King Richard? Yikes. It's pretty fucked. In the animated feature Robin Hood, through hypnosis, where does Sir Hiss send King Richard? Keep in mind, what was happening, his mom, what was happening canonically in history, right? Not into the sea. Yeah, he made him wear a big coat with a bunch of rocks in his pocket.
Hell?
We're getting close, Hamburger. It's not hell. Not into the sea. Not when he was a child. Where did he send him? Is an actual place. To war is getting close, but it's a very specific, not heck. H-E double heck. It's a, I mean, because it's a real thing. It's a real place and it's a real thing. Does that help? And I can't believe he did get sent there because he probably was slaughtered. Not Germany nor Scotland. I'm just going to tell you, it was to the Holy Land on the Crusades. Sir Hiss hypnotized King Richard to go smite heathens in the Holy Land during the Crusades. So God knows how many Muslims King Richard the animated was responsible for murdering. Sent him to the Crusades. So keep in mind, while Robin Hood and like Baloo and all those happy characters are fucking around in Sherwood Forest and like going oodalali golly what a day. Like there are people fighting and dying in bloody horrifying battles while these assholes are like singing and hypnotizing each other. Fucking crazy. And then they go, yeah, you're going to the Crusades, King. Woohoo. All right. What magical object does Charlie use to summon his father in The Santa Claus? What magical
I know
object
that one.
does Charlie use to summon his father in The Santa Claus? Not Richard Dreyfuss. The Santa phone. Hello.
Are you paying attention to the chat?
Dude, I wasn't because I was reading other questions. It was a snow globe. I can't accept globe, even if it were spelled correctly.
Yeah, Tony gets it.
Tony, you get it. It was a snow globe. A regular globe is a thing and not what we're looking for.
Hot. A hat. Oh, it says a hat. A cable.
A hot. Another question that's answer is wart. So what? Like, I thought that, like, hello, Disney's been around for over 100 years, and 90% of our questions revolve around the same 3 animated features. What's happening? Another friggin' Hercules one? Okay. No.
Just read more than one on the card.
They're all the same. Listen, what Disney animated character lives at 221B Baker Street?
Gold.
Gold. It's gold. Who lives 221 Baker Street? It is the Great Mouse Detective.
Am I giving points for this question?
I have not gotten the name yet. Because he's got a name. He is the Great Mouse Detective, but his name is something. He's named after a guy who played Sherlock Holmes. It is not Pongo. I've said it probably a dozen. There we go. Basil. Basil of Baker Street. Thank you. Basil. Named after Basil Rathbone. Hello.
Hello.
All right, ready for a typing test? Who can spell this right the quickest? According to the popular Disney song, what animated character is Bouncy, Trouncy, Flouncy, and Pouncy? Hi, Tony. Jeremy Brett was the best Sherlock. Oh, I'm not saying he was the best. He's one of them. Tigger is correct, obviously.
T-I double gut. Kayla.
All right, I saw this in theater, so I'm going to ask you this question. In the Disney film Jungle 2 Jungle, what U.S. city serves as the, quote, urban jungle? If you like Robin Williams, this is a vehicle he was in, but in the Disney film Jungle to Jungle, what U.S. city serves as the urban jungle? New York is correct, Kayla. I mean, obviously, right? Hello?
Boston.
Boston. It goes to Los Angeles. Harvard Yard. Huh. Okay.
Tim Allen, not Robin Williams.
Oh, was it?
In Jungle to Jungle.
Oh, which one? Yeah, you're right. Right. Oh.
101.
Tim Allen sucks.
I like the Santa Claus, but I also used to watch it literally like it wasn't a choice. It was just we had to watch when it was Christmas there.
Robin Williams and Tim Allen were like big in the same time frame, so they often slot into the same.
It's a churro, Vardnik. It's not a cigarette.
Yeah, it's a churro.
It's a churro. It looked like I thought it was a cigarette when I first noticed it that he put it on there, but no, it's a,
Is that a cigarette?
it's a churro.
Not bad.
Don't diss my churro.
All right. According to the song Prince Ali from Aladdin, how much does the prince charge to view his 95 white Persian monkeys? According to the song Prince Ali from Aladdin, how much does the prince charge to view his 95 white Persian monkeys? Vardnik, I'm going to accept as an answer because nothing. 0. He doesn't charge a fee. He's a great guy. Prince Ali charges no fee. And he loves rhyming.
All right.
I think, even if it wasn't, it was funny enough that I'm accepting it.
Okay.
Nothing. Let's take it. Don't argue. Just shh. Shh. I got a Lady and the Tramp question here. Want it? Yeah, you do. In Lady and the Tramp, what are the names of Aunt Sarah's 2 mean-spirited Siamese cats? Lady and the Tramp, what are the names of Aunt Sarah's 2 mean-spirited Siamese cats? This is back when you could be comfortably racist, so keep that in mind when you're trying to answer this. What are the names of the 2 Siamese cats that Aunt Sarah brings? And they suck. Racist 1 and racist 2. Real close. Siam is correct. It is Cy and Am. You're Siamese if you please. They're also Siamese if you don't please.
Dervis and Mervin.
A winning combination, if ever I saw one. What are our scores?
We have Kayla with 27, Ryan Maxwell with 12, Vardnik with 7 5/6.
Wait, Kayla is 27?
Yeah. Tony's got 4, Hamburger has 3.5, and Joe has 2.
God damn, I'm gonna have to like shellac this thing. Just like leave it there forever. I have no more room for stickers. Your name's gonna get covered up by a sticker.
Cheating from the potty. There's room underneath her name.
Yeah. Oh,
I think you're gonna need to change microphones.
my batteries are running out. Hey, but like a champ, right? On two AAAs isn't that bad. All right, how about this? Which live-action Disney film features the song "I'd Like to Be You for a Day"? That's a hint. But what Disney live-action film features the song "I'd Like to Be You for a Day"? Freaky Friday is correct because they Freaky Friday each other. The Parent Trap. Nope, close. Freaky Friday. Yep.
Twin swap.
Twinsylvania. There are so many. You know, did they not have twins back in the day? They had to use split screen. I don't know. Whatever. Like not enough twins getting work, and it's a sore subject for me personally. I'm sorry.
Not enough Mary Kate and Ashley's to go around.
Yeah. Let's pay 2 people instead of 1. Okay, classic. You guys love this movie. But in The Great Mouse Detective, at what London landmark do Basil and Ratigan have their final confrontation? Yeah, it was Jodie Foster. In The Great Mouse Detective, at what London landmark? Yada, yada, yada. It wasn't Basil. It was Big Ben, Kayla. I mean, where else are you going to end a movie in London at a climactic fight scene? Big Ben.
Piccadilly Circle.
Isn't it Piccadilly Circus? I mean, I don't actually know. Let's see. Yeah, why not? What Disney animated baby is actually 50 years old? What Disney animated baby is actually 50 years old? I can't believe how many Roger, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit questions there are on here. I'm not reading them all, but they're here. Because they're all too easy.
They're here.
Not Dumbo or Tim Allen. Wasn't Sweet Pea. It was Baby Herman. Baby Herman. Kayla got it. Remember, because he smokes the cigar and he smacks that lady on the butt.
Blanche.
He makes reference to his dinky. As a kid, I was like, this is weird. Why does he want to smack that lady's butt? Later, I knew, and I was like, ugh. That dude's a baby. Oh, here we go. Another one. In the Touchstone film Who Framed Roger Rabbit, what 2 animated ducks battle it out on stage at the Ink and Paint Club? It is gold. No, just kidding. Who are the 2 ducks battling it out at the Ink and Paint Club? And Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That is correct, Kayla. It is Donald and Daffy. Ooh. I got a Cosby question. We're not going to do that one because it's not funny.
Donald calls Daffy the N-word.
What?
This is Ryan Maxwell said.
I don't know about that. All right, so as if we even need to know what's the scores, because I'll make the what's the score?
Kayla has 31, and then Ryan Maxwell has 12.
Okay.
Vardnik has 7 and 5/6. Tony has 4. Hamburger has 3.5, and Joe has 2.
Look it up.
Look it up.
I'll look it up. So to make this sporting, this one has to be worth like 15 points. That's probably not going to happen.
That wouldn't even matter.
It wouldn't. I mean, if I made it like long enough, or it
had to be 20 points.
Right, whatever. If I made it weighty enough, it would feel like kind of a kick in the dick after all that hard work. So let's just end on this one. During the song Oodalali in the animated feature Robin Hood, who chases Robin Hood and Little John? Who chases Robin Hood and Little John during the song Oodalali? Marion? Nope. Goldwinky? Nope. Miriam? Nope. maybe is that his name? But it's not Friar Badger. It's not King Richard's not going to run his ass through a forest. Are you kidding me? It's someone Little John would not chase himself and Robin Hood. I doubt it. Not King John either. That's not a guy. It's like in the beginning, right? Where it's like Oodalali, and it's like they're running, and there's a bunch of people. It's not Baloo. Spoiler alert! Here are the main characters of Robin Hood, right? You've got King Richard, who we obviously know didn't do that. We got the guards, Vardnik, but that's not the thing. It's not Chief Powhatan. Remember the big bad guy, right? The Sheriff of Nottingham. Remember him? The shitheel of the movie. Him and the posse. The Sheriff of Nottingham is chasing Robin Hood and Baloo. It's in the movie. Gwen Stefani says it.
Vardnik, you got a 5/6 of a point because David gave you half of a point and then a third of a point, or vice versa.
Yeah, a third of a point came first.
And it was a whole thing, and we had to do math, and Ryan Maxwell helped me with math.
It's Mayim Bialik. That's it, guys. So it looks like Kayla is hanging up here for another week, and I'm going to have to find another sticker from the basket to decorate it.
And I'm going to have to add a bribery name tag for Joe somewhere.
I'm running out of space back here, people. So we'll work on that. Anyway, Kayla, congratulations. We're going to be hanging your name up there, continuing for another week. You'll get to see it no, you won't be able to see it in a couple of days because the camera will be over there. So enjoy it while you can. I guess that's it. So in 2 days' time, Tony will be in studio. We're going to be doing some 90s trivia with some other fun stuff.
I'll be in the chair that David sits in, but you won't be able to see me.
You won't be able to see that. Chris will be producer. You'll be able to see all the goofy shit that's over there now. I think that's all the updates I got for right now. Yeah. Show up if you can. I'll appreciate it. If not, then we'll have another one soon. Yeah, it's already tomorrow there. It feels like it's tomorrow here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up to this episode. I appreciate it.
You want to see Krista?
Never. I pulled the camera she was on out of the wall, and I said, never again, I told her. The problem is I ran out of USB ports because the studio is full of garbage. Anyway, we'll catch you later, guys.
Bye.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.